Thank you to Quentin Blue, and I want to welcome Artwork to the stage. Art, where are you, Art? I really hope he's nearby. And here he is. Art's gonna give you a little comedy now called Talking to Myself.
Okay, they did a good job. They warmed the hell up out of y'all. So, I feel that everybody's here, and there's a slight bias in my behalf. So, I'll just get started. And I know it's on. It sounds great, and I'll just admit it. I like the sound of my own damn voice. And if you know somebody in your life that likes to hear themselves talk, is in love with the sound of their own voice, get them one of these. I want to thank the good people of Sennheiser. It'll be a great stocking stuffer. Maybe not so good for you, but good for them. I wanted to come out here and firstly, thank you all for coming again for the 17th time. And I wanted to thank the ladies for putting on such a wonderful presentation. And I want to thank everyone who gives a damn for giving a damn. Let's see. I wanted to, well, let me say this. The fact of the matter is this, and it may sound odd, but it's a fact. The funnier I am today, the less butt I'm going to have to kiss to get out of jail. So let's get some team spirit. There you go. Okay, I was walking around the prison trying to figure out what was funny, and I had a lot of certainty about what was funny to guys in jail. But I was trying to think of what I could say that would make you guys laugh, from a free society without being offensive. And I was thinking, and I was walking around and I was reciting jokes to myself. No, that's not funny. And finally I said, how the hell am I supposed to know when somebody on the streets would think it's funny? I ain't never been on the damn streets. I've been in jail since I was 2. They came and got me from daycare. They came and, ooh, get on the ground! I'm like this. Both hands. So, I gave up on that. And what I realized is, the funny thing is, that I'm around all these COs, and all these inmates, and all these free staff, and I'm talking to myself, and don't give a damn who see me. Yeah, talking to myself came as an ugly consequence of solitary confinement. A lot of time by myself, And at first, I was a little afraid, I would sit up and I would be watching TV. And I would say, oh man, that's kind of funny. And I was no, it ain't. Then I snapped. I said, oh God, you just said something to yourself. You're losing your mind. Hold on to your mind. And I kept trying to stop, but I couldn't. So I had to write home. I said, Mama, I done lost it. And over all the time, I was talking to myself over and over and over. And then, after a while, I got to listen to some of the stuff I was saying. And I was like, wait. Is that right? Damn. You said science? I like the internet too. Matter of fact, I did see her booty. It was nice. You know what? Brother, I done misjudged you. A formal introduction is in order. So now, the best conversations I have, the best soothing I get, the best advice I get is the advice I get from myself. You know? And I'm an artist, you know, which explains the paint on the shirt. So I don't care. I explain all my weirdness and all the bad things I do to eccentricity. You know, I'm not crazy. I'm eccentric, you know? So the thing, so I'm out in the visiting room as a little example. I'm with my mother. And we had a nice visit. She's a very religious woman. So after the visit, like she does with all visits, she wants to end with a prayer. She gets up, she grabs my brother's hand, she closes her eyes, and I can tell she's warming herself up. She's thinking of all the things she's going to ask God for, protect my son, to keep us safe, to keep us prosperity, and things like that. And so when she reaches out to grab my hand, I say to myself, don't give her your damn hand. God don't be listening to her. Keisha's still stripping, ain't she? It's been 12 damn years. How long she been praying to Keisha to get off the pole? Keisha's still like this. You know? Ain't nobody got no damn money. She's still fat. How many times she done prayed to lose some damn weight? She ain't lost a pound. But anyhow, I just wanted to warm y'all up with some laughter because we about to get into some serious stuff. And there will be tissues handed out for all the tears. And thank you for coming.
Hey, John, you studied for that test last night?
No.
Man, I don't feel like going to class then.
You seen that touchdown pass?
Ooh,
That
okay, John, baby. Man.
Baby,
You did great.
Bro, hey, when is the party? I think it's like
Well,
Friday.
It isn't Ray Ray.
Hey,
What's up, nerd?
you said loser. Hey.
You still reading your little comic book?
This is a loser.
Come on, you guys.
Come here, man. No. Hey, loser.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, class. 5 minutes. Finish your essays.
Thanks, Mr. Carroll.
Hey, John. Hey, you seem out of it. You all right?
Yeah, you know, I just feel helpless when people bully me. I can't do nothing to help them. They always making fun of me because my little 4 fingers, that's all.
I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you if you need somebody to talk with.
Oh my God, did you see Sharon's Instagram post? Oh my God, that girl is so wretched.
I can hear you guys back there.
Ladies!
You know,
Quiet down!
she's uglier up close.
She sure is. All right, you want to go, drop
Let's go, Dee. Let's go. Classy, not trashy. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Class is over. Remember,
Chapter 3 in your textbook. Hey!
Hey, Hannah, what do you want to eat?
I don't know, a burger, just a burger, I guess.
Excuse me.
Can we get some help?
Don't come for me.
Hurry up, we're starving.
Don't come for me. I got other orders to take, and not just yours. Okay? What you want?
I want one burger and one burger.
One burger, me too.
I'll think about it. Little girl, don't come for me. I'm not with you. I got you though.
Ray, look at this.
Man, when they gonna stop?
I don't know, but we have to be strong.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
We can't let them control how we live or how we act. You know?
Yeah, I know. Hey, you seen John around?
No, I haven't. Not at all. Sharon, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Ray, Hannah, John, he killed himself.
No!
John! He was the only friend I ever knew or understood me. You've been bullied all your life. People made fun of you because of your fingers. You only had 4. They used to be mean to you and say to you, "Hey, John, give me a high five." You didn't deserve that. You was my brother, John. He was my brother.
How are you feeling, Sharon? Feeling any better?
I'm better, yeah. I think I'm better.
What about you, Ray? I know how much you love John. I'm so worried about him. He's not snapping out of it. I know he's not taking a talk. He won't. We need to get him some-
My way, nerd.
Oh, no.
Oh no! Ray, stop it! No!
Ray,
Ray,
stop it! Stop it!
No!
Stop it! Stop it!
No, stop it! Stop it!
You guys, just...
Oh, shut up! No! No! Oh no! Go get the Hey, you guys, off it! Get a phone! No!
That's my day one, my eyes broken. I thought you felt like number 1, baby. You ain't gonna do my boy like that. You ain't gonna do my boy like that.
Hey, what do you think? Ooh, I like it.
I think that's nice. I think I'm gonna try it on.
Yeah,
I
go
like
ahead,
that
go try it on. What do you think about the skirt on me?
It's good.
I think it makes my
Hannah.
thighs look big.
I said I was sorry.
Ray, I told you, when you bite into their crap, you let them control you.
Oh, it's true. Come on, Ray.
You guys are right. I really am sorry, though.
There's gotta be another way.
You have to learn.
Yeah.
I'll be back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
No, so pretty. Same thing that always happens. I know,
Hi, how are you?
I know.
I like your hair. Hey, man. Why are you following me?
I'm just checking my stocking, okay?
Okay. Yeah, making sure nothing's still, right?
What, you got a guilty conscience, kid?
I got a conscience.
Really?
But I do got a suspicion old man's following me because of my skin color.
Oh, man! Oh, man! Oh, man! Better get your act together, kid. You get your act together.
Yeah, whatever.
Now, whatever. Right to serve. You don't like it, leave.
Yeah, we will.
Bye.
Not coming back to the store.
Okay.
What are you reading?
Me? Great Gatsby.
Oh, for English?
Yeah.
Such a boring class.
How? Teacher.
Ignore them. Don't look at them.
All right.
Hey,
Sam,
just
what you
concentrate
reading?
on your book.
What? Say, I wish you.
Hey, did you hear her talking to you?
Oh, tough guy. Tough one. What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh!
It's an intervention? What is this?
What kind of laptop is this?
It's an intervention.
What?
Intervention? Says who?
Says us.
What?
We're not going to stay quiet any longer.
No, you're side of the line, girl.
We're not going to stay quiet any longer. We're going to stand up to all of you.
I know what this is. Yeah, this is some weird kind of popular, unpopular racism.
What race? The human race, son. So, your nonsense stops here and now. Do you understand me, young man?
What?
Yeah. Your bullying days are over, buddy.
You know what? Y'all ready to go?
Go! Get out of here! Go! Out!
Bullying is serious whether you're a kid, teenager, or adult. We gotta stand together. Now let's all honor my friend John Hensley in a moment of silence. He will sorely be missed. Thank you.
You know me better than anyone else.
Ah! That is it! I saw what was on your phone. I know you're cheating on me. We are over. Over!
I just love those kung fu movies, Karen.
Yeah, they are off the chain.
Especially the ones with Bruce Lee.
You okay?
I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, God. That was a heck of a blow. Woo. Shit. Woo.
Excuse me? You see something you like?
I thought I dropped something.
Oh, yeah, right.
See? Told you. My wallet.
Just remember, you can barely handle what you already got.
Yeah. But you like it, though.
Where'd you park the car?
I think there's somewhere.
Ah! Help me, somebody!
Look, babe,
Help me,
babe.
somebody! He's hitting me!
You're not getting me with that.
No, seriously.
What?
Somebody's getting hurt. Hey, leave her alone. Somebody's getting hurt. He's hurting her.
I don't think this is our business.
What do you mean? She's getting hurt. Somebody's getting hurt over there.
Yeah.
This is not a movie. This is real life.
Yeah, I guess I can't stick away.
Help!
Hey, man. What are you doing? Why are you hitting her?
Say, partner, you ain't got nothing to do with this. Mind your business.
Come on, man. Let's go.
I thought I
No,
told you to
man.
mind your business.
You want some more? How did that feel?
I don't know.
You don't know? You want some more?
Nah.
How Ashamed?
Yeah.
Overpowered?
Yes.
Then perhaps you can now understand how she might feel and how we are all affected by what you did. Your biz became our biz.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I am minding my biz, partner. Let's go, Ken. We'll take her home. Leave him with something to think about.
Big dog, big dog.
They're right. I do need help.
But I know I can speak for more than one person when I say I'm so tired of hurting. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Yeah, we can break the mold. No lie. Yeah, we can break the mold. We can break the mold. We can change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Mentally constipated, on my mind but can't come out. Surrounded by cats and friends and fake observing way to make them out. Who's who? Really ain't got a clue, man. Nigga do a cool, man. Kicking it like Luke Kane till you see a few things. You see on 2 lanes like J. Cole and 2 Chainz. Now it's time to change. You part of your crew, man. A little bit cool thing. That's the method, man. No Wu-Tang dudes too loose like shoes and those shoestrings. Try to lace them but they burn like butane when you introduce flames to the equation. Try not to give up on my people and be patient. But the reality of the situation, large part of the population can't save them. Hopefully Jesus do. Think the reason that I care so much, cause I've been through so much, trying to spare the young from the things I've done and thinking dumb. And the scene of guns and drugs in the slums. To where you from, to where I'm from. It's all the same thing, just in different ways. It's all the same pain, just a different place. Same conclusion, just a different pace. So I'm trying to break the mold, I'm trying to take control of the mind of the masses. I won't stop till the deaf can hear me loud and clearly, and the blind see it happen. And that's deeper than rapping. I speak out of passion, no lie, please feel me. We all victims of that Willie Lynch letter, but if we come together so much better, we will be. I know I am so far from perfect, but I know I can speak for more than one person when I say I'm so tired of hurting. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Yeah, we can break the mold. No lie. Yeah, we can break the mold. We can break the mold. We can change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Product of my environment, at least that's what we're told. You don't plan for retirement when you program to blow grades and sell dope. To the day that you're gone, bro, I swear so cold. When you gotta call home, a place where you grow thinking hope was a joke, and everybody broke thinking that's how it go for somebody like me. Just another young brother from the streets, where you gotta see the beauty and the beast, and the we can't eat and we can't leave. But how how can we stay free? When they lock us in prison, when we been in prison of blacks. When no equal opportunity, go for jobs where protection will come from a Glock. When will it stop? Some will say never, but you never know till you make that endeavor, no lie. Ties to the lies, but it's ever so high. Try to get a world of perception so fly that you fly away to a higher place. When you was told you couldn't reach it, open your eyes today. If you alive today, we can break the mold into pieces all around the globe. We can break the mold, it's in our control. You gotta let go, what's frivolous won't. Do better to show the youth something better instead of rapping them in their innocence. And that's deeper than rapping, I speak out of passion, no lie, please feel me. We are victims of that Willie Lynch letter, but if we come together, so much better we will be. I know I am so far from perfect, but I say I am so tired of hurting. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Yeah, we can break the mold. No lie. Yeah, we can break the mold. We can break the mold. We can change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold.
This has all begun to weigh so heavily on me. Now, what I can see is so very straight and clear, and I can't understand why so many others cannot or will not see it or act on it. It's the theme and message to every blockbuster movie. It's been often sung for decades in the music we've grooved to. Prophecy on prophecy, spanning sea to sea, but we still kill for separation and greed. Still, we feel it, even if we don't or won't see. Heal the world, to change the world, in order to save the world. Heal the world, to change the world, in order to save the world. I was asked, and I took up the challenge to come up with 6 stages of intergenerational healing. What does it look like? With most unaware that intergenerational trauma is the very root of the world's drama. The blaming and judging, separation. Why boundaries look so much like love, caring, and safety. Still, at the inception of the longest play running, connection was the true reflection, not the disguise of fear and hate. That's called protection for our own safety. So, unknowingly, the majority go about inflicting deeper traumas. So deeply are they ingrained, our subconscious now needs training to navigate. Heal the world, to change the world, in order to save the world. Heal the world, to change the world, in order to save the world. Poverty, racism, class, and station placisms designated areas according to the borders that are specific to you, and you, and you, and you. Seeing our ladies as a toy, used until bored, and move on, just move on. The best for Mom. She'll be my first love always. So why another's mom so much less when it comes to love and respect? My daughter is no less than any others. Still, for years, I ran through them. use them, I leave out how I view them. Heal the world, to change the world, in order to save the world. Where she ends, I begin. Where I end, he begins. Interconnectedness is what makes sense. Give, so you will receive. Universal law, I am what I will to be. This idea is not a new one. The theme and message is like a rerun movie, songs, books to prophecies. Look into the air. The earth gives love to everyone. But borders, walls, and boundaries seem to be what we really want. When nature takes up borders, it will be against us. Boundaries that keep nothing in or out. Looking, seeing, watching, being. If nature ever chose to fight, I'd like that. In fact, I might just start a fight to help ignite that. Then maybe nature will get its rights back. The tree has no intention to just one day cut me down. Remember, at the inception was connection, yet rejection is a guise of protection. Healing is a team job when done correct. If we do love, we'll do equality and cover it with equity. Hope fuels all endeavors and needs not a reboot. When we see someone in need of aid, support, compassion, or any kind of love, I vow to give my best to it.
Or do you see what's behind me? Can you even see what's in front of me? I don't even know why I bother. See, I question myself or just make my questions rhetorical because the only thing that would answer if it could are these walls. But I get it. I am no prophet, but I am a prophet. Because value requires insight and foresight. And until I aid in your sense, my sense might just be nonsense. See, I want to reach a higher level of human consciousness. I want to break common, political, and social norms. I must defy truths that has been passed down from generation to generation. Because time doesn't make facts facts. They just make lies and falsehood more believable. Truth And in full transparency, in April of this year, my brother passed away. And before his passing, he was in a place and a space that no one had the privilege of fully understanding the depths of his pain, the worries of his heart, or the plans for his future. See, I shed tears for you and in front of you. Yet our connection is fundamentally a disconnection. See, you're close enough to believe me, but you're not close enough to stand with me? How can we ever serve each other? Now, do love have limits or dissipate in the distance? Is reciprocation a mandatory condition? At times, I feel like my pain makes you want to be closer. But if love have limits, which lines do we step over? See, your implicit bias shows that you align with that same system that y'all swear y'all define. Now, on the surface, this is perfect. One heart, one mind, one tribe, all looking through the same eye. But now my heart cries because I realize that most of y'all are just like these guys. The more I speak, the less you listen. Unless I speak of the hurts in my heart, and then it's wisdom. Forgive them. You know what? I'm sorry. Forgive me for thinking your perspective would change with mine. Because you're too busy staring at me or at what's behind me instead of at what's in front of me. So you go your way and I go mine.
Drew, we're so sorry. So we heard a bunch of noise, and then we came out. We came running out. All the neighbors did, but it was too late.
We tried to save him. It was too late.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Are you okay?
I'll be all right.
Take care of yourself.
I will.
Really worried about
Thank
it.
you. Everything's gonna be cool. Everything's gonna be all good. Everything's gonna be cool.
We're gonna go see your mother today.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we'll see you at the service as well.
Everything will be cool. I love y'all. Thank you.
Oh, Drew, man.
Yeah, what really happened? What happened?
I did what I could, man.
What happened, man?
I did what I could, man. So sorry.
came from, you know. I heard the noise and I came out and I tried to help him. There's nothing I could do. It's too late. It's too late, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Good looking.
It's okay, bro.
It's all good. Yeah, everything's all good. It's good. It's good.
We're here when you need it, man.
It's good. It's good. Thank you, man. I love you, man. Thank you, man. You know I love y'all. Absolutely. You know I love y'all.
Hi.
Oh, just trash.
Okay. We're gonna go to your mama's house, okay?
All right.
Drew. We gotta stop for a minute. How you doing? I'm worried about you.
Oh, I got a lot of mixed emotions on.
I know, that's understandable. That's understandable. I mean, your father just died. What's going on for you?
One thing telling me to go retaliate, but I got so many youngsters that's just behind me and look up to me, man. I know once it kick off, once it go, it's gonna go, and it's not gonna stop. It's gonna be non-stop. But then at one point, I'm just like, you know what? Well, that's my pops, though. So just I don't know.
What would your father want?
He always told me if anything ever happened to him, make sure to take care of that. But I just, like I said, I just know I can't do that.
Drew, I just want to make sure I'm hearing you right. Are you going to retaliate?
You know what? I ain't no saint. I did a lot. I did a lot in my life. And no, I would not be retaliating. I would, because I'm trying to break that cycle. And I feel like I'm the one that can break that cycle. There's been a lot of legendary people. There's been a lot of historical people that has breaking cycles. You have Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You have a lot of people. That have broke the chain of a lot of little obstacles that's been going on with a lot of different, anger issues or violence. So I'm going to be the one that's going to be powerful because it's not a lot of people that have lost father to gun violence. So
tell me, look at me. What are you going to do?
I'm going to look you straight in your eye. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be the one that's going to make that change. And I'm going to push it, and I'm going to move it until I'm gone. So the people after me can make sure that they can follow my footsteps and maybe do something bigger than me. And I'm not just talking, because I can just tell you anything and go out there and go kill the whole world.
Because I call you on it.
but it's still people like, it's other people out there. Like,
All right.
Cousins and moms and, because my mom is still angry. Very angry. Very. And
so what are you going to do when your mom brings her anger to you?
I'm about to go talk to her. I'm going to tell her we're going to do this thing together. And I'm not going to leave her side until she get over her anger issues. Because I love my mama just as much as I love my daddy. But I love my daddy enough also to make sure that I become successful. I become the man that he wanted me to be. My dad wanted me to be a king because he knew I was a king. He named me a junior because he was a king. And so I'm going to make sure to follow what he taught me in his teachings. I love my pops, and I'm going to make sure the whole world know that I love my pops.
All right. So you're going to break the chain?
I'm going to break the cycle. I'm going to break the cycle, chain, the rock, the brick. And with your help, I'm going to break the world and the non-believers that don't believe in what I represent in this chain of positivity.
All right.
So I'm going to break that thing. So cut that car on, girl. I'm cool.
First and foremost, I would like to thank and honor God for blessing me with this opportunity to speak at my daddy's funeral. Although it's hard to express the fine words, to express the love in its entirety, but I want to do my best to break what my dad meant to me. My dad was my everything. He was put here by God from the heavens above. My dad created me with the help of my beautiful and eloquent and spiritual gifted mother, who together, they were married for 38 years. I tip my hat in admiration for that long commitment, for that long love they shared. I am at awe as I reflect on how much he cared for me and loved me. For 33 years, I have been the earth. He made it a point to let the world know who his only son was at times, and who his only son was. At times, he believed in me more than I even believed in myself. He represented me so much that at times I had to self-examine myself just to make sure, see that he was right. And like always, he was accurate. The value he calculated me to be worth, I couldn't see in myself, but he seen it. And what do you know? He created a beautiful young man in myself. My daddy was the man. He was my man. He was my Batman. He was my passion to rise to every occasion with the ingredients of perseverance, ambition, and fierceness. His favorite saying to me was, boy, we wise words. And at first I used to brush it off like, arrogance and lack of significance or whatever. But you know what? The Wadsworth family is just as important as any other family. Historically, legendary, whatever. You know, Wadsworth is it. And my grandmama would vouch for that. And as I close this message to my daddy that I come with from the heart, I would like to add that I'm very painfully hurt, very much so, very much so. Very drained physically, emotionally, whatever. I'm very much so. But through it all, you know, I must become who I can be, man. I must live to what he expected me to be. But it's up to us to leave our own legacy. My daddy will forever be missed, but never forgotten. Thank you for showing support. It's up to me now to carry the family torch. God bless everyone. Rest in peace to my father, Andrew Jackson Wadsworth Sr.
Sometimes I can't help think, why does it have to be my fly? It's all messed up. And sometimes it's hard not to cry. Just wanna grow wings and just fly. Fly, fly, fly away. Sometimes I can't help think, why does it have to be my fly? It's all messed up. And sometimes it's hard not to cry. Just wanna grow wings and just fly. Fly, fly, fly away, 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 hey, 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 oh, oh, away, away, fly away, hey, 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 oh, 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 oh. Thoughts race through my mind like NASCARs. Never understood the purpose of purping. The one that acts hard, get their cards pulled by hot heads that fast charge to rockets and don't hesitate to let them blast off like 3, 2, 1. That quick, you're done. Nigga happen so fast, the look in your face and still be stunned. But I'm trying to cool it down, cause I was hot as they come. Feed you something that make your heart but can't be cured by no tums. When it come to gas, I'm not just a star in the sun, but that don't matter if the system's full of sharks and I'm the chum. So me knowing that if I let it happen, I'm done. But I'm highly intelligent, hella quick. I come to the conclusion that abusing my talent, I'm done taking advantage of what would be a disadvantage to some. My father dying, there's no denying it's done. Guess that's what it needed to see what soon all become. No lie, I know right now things seem bleak, but it ain't over yet. Just wait, you'll see.
As the power of my prayer ignite an eternal spark through the pores of my fingertips, I glance at the vast amount of darkness as it swallows my vision. My eagerness of freedom cries to the throne of the Most High. Thoughts are diverted from the glamorous shine of the night sky, how it reflects what I see every day in the mirror when I say, black is beautiful. And how beautiful is black? Goosebumps. Awake from slumber through my pigment. I shudder at mistakes that led me to an everlasting fall. In this darkened hole, every day it's a reminder that my sinful desire has elected to blacken me out. Beneath the sand, pressure on this black hole of a heart has been soiled by agape love, polished and cleansed with mercy and forgiveness of God. Now a diamond, the shine from within has tormented the smut that once covered this dim vessel. Without suit, this gem can never glimmer. Now I say, black is beautiful. And how beautiful is black? The prince of my character has been graffiti. The earth, as my canvas, has been sprayed by a scabbed intellect that reveals his wounds in due time. Blossom from a black cloud that rained 9.5 years of order and instruction. The petals of what was a dying rose mutated in color, emerging through cracks from an unfinished road. The melanin of my surface adapts to harsh conditions every day. Even in the sun, skin cells absorb damage from ultraviolet rays. Grateful I am when I say, black is beautiful. And how beautiful is black? Is black beautiful? And how is beautiful black? Grateful I am when I say I'm ultraviolet rays. Skin cells absorb damage too. Even my harsh conditions, every day in the sun, the melanin of my surface, an unfinished road, adapts in color, cracks, mutated. Emerging through from instruction, and what was the petals of a dying rose blossomed 9.5 years from a black cloud that rained order of intellect. His wounds, scabbed, in due time reveals the earth as my canvas has been sprayed by my graffiti. My character, prince of the has-been, I am. Is black beautiful? And how is beautiful black? I say now, glimmer, never without suit, covered this dim vessel, this gem, could shine from the smut that once tormented from within. Now a diamond, with the guape love and mercy of God, has been soiled, polished, and cleansed by black coal. Beneath this heart, the pressure of blackened sand on an everyday desire has elected to blacken me out. It's an everlasting fall. in this darkened hole. That I shudder at. Mistakes. Me to a pigment. From awake through slumber. My goosebumps. Is black beautiful? And how is beautiful black? What I say every day in the mirror, what I see, how it reflects shine of the night sky, glamorous thoughts of freedom are diverted. My vision cries, eagerness to the throne of the Most High, darkness of the vast amount as it swallowed the pores of my fingertips, I glance through at the eternal spark. The power of it ignites as my prayer. Is black beautiful? And how is beautiful black? You tell me.
Love has freed me from his chains.
Somewhere around the time I entered the second grade, my life took a dark turn when my stepfather, Ed, who my mother had only recently brought into my life, began trying to teach me to read. Now, how do you turn something as noble as teaching a child to read into a bad thing? Well, old Ed, he was just the right combination of bitterness, anger, and low self-esteem to pull it off. So, how did this damaged dude turn such a good thing bad? Well, I'll tell you how. By cursing and knocking the crap out of me whenever I was slow to pick up what he was trying to teach me, or if I got a bad grade at school. This went for my brothers too.
I'm beating you. No,
Ed kicked butt. His favorite thing was punching and slapping us.
I bet you I'll beat you in real life. No, you won't. What? You can't hit me. Okay. It's it.
Your report card came in today, Markel. How could you get these bad grades? In reading? You ain't trying hard enough.
I am trying.
No, you ain't. You ain't worth nothing, kid. You know what? I'm gonna teach you how to read. Read this.
The elders and
You little rat. You better read this better than that right now. Or I'm gonna smack you.
Israel.
No excuses. You ain't worth nothing, kid.
Ow!
It went like that quite a few times. This dude would punch me, open his fat, sweaty red hand and slap my little 8-year-old face. Then one day, I had an epiphany. It hit me. Lie to him. Bald, sweaty, freckled face. Just make up something. What are you gonna do, hit me? Oh wow, it's funny looking back on it now, how I just started making words up. I'll never forget how I first got him. I made up the word Blaple, B-L-A-P-L-E. Blaple. Then I hit him with pack tape. And I kept doing this, just making stuff up. And then one day I'm laughing inside while watching him struggle to read something I'd made up. And it hit me. This effing dude, he can't even read.
Mom, I need to talk to you.
Make it quick or talk to me about it later. I do not have time for you right now.
Ed slapped me in the face. He told me I can't read very well. Mom, why you let Ed treat us like this?
Like what? What you crying for? Oh, talk to me about this later. I do not have time for you right now. Markel, you deserve what you get. You are not trying hard enough.
And Mama would answer my cries and my pleas for help by calling me a liar and a crybaby. Never before have I felt so helpless. What am I supposed to do? I'm 8. I'm just a little boy. What the hell am I supposed to do? All I know is video games and generic Captain Crunch and not to talk to strangers on the way home from school.
I have made mistakes. All along the way.
Ours was a home without love and support. Mama was always gone, working, off trying to keep the lights on. And Ed, who today would be referred to as a stay-at-home father, Ed was such an abusive jerk that in the interest of self-preservation, I went out of my way to avoid this dude. So around the age of, I guess like 10 or so, I hit the neighborhood streets looking for acceptance from the elder statesmen, or the big homies if you like. The best of the big homies, Big D as he was known, was like an uncle to all us little dudes running around. A renaissance man of the gutter.
What's happening, nephew? Look at that. You don't like that, you sure don't like this. Put some hair on your chest. Here, drink that. Drink it, boy. Drink it. It goes down bitter at first. Hey, it goes down bitter, but trust me, it'll turn sweet. Oh, man.
Big D had money coming in from all angles, but he specialized in selling dope and womanizing. Now, the dope dealing wasn't really my thing, but the womanizing, I thought, was a great idea. Big D, in his twisted wisdom and broken sense of generosity, offered me 2 of his nieces to have sex with.
Go have fun, boy.
And I did. With this began my life in the fast lane. These were the first steps that led me down the dark road to destruction, ending with a life sentence.
Lord knows I have changed.
The version of me that hit the prison yard was broke down, a low self-esteem plagued mess. But then I got into self-help groups. I'm going to church, acting. I did a little running too. I'm happy. I'm very happy with who I am today. Even my relationship with my parents has been mended. And I'm talking about my real dad, not Ed. My mama came clean, told me that Pops ain't the monster she had made him out to be. Years later,
Markel, I want to share something with you. I know I spoke badly about your biological father in the past, but he had some really good qualities too.
Yeah, Mom, like what?
Well, when I was a model, he used to go with me on jobs, make sure I was protected. He was really good to his family. He was like a daddy to his brother and sister. And boy, he cooked up a storm of goodies in the kitchen.
Really, Mom? Thank you. I'm really glad to hear that.
my mother and I, we're now closer than ever before. And another amazing thing, I just reconnected with my biological dad after not speaking to him since I was 8.
It's myself, I forgive you.
Hello? Yeah, I'll accept the charges. Markel? Hey, son. Hey, I know I told you this before, but I'm so happy that I'm finally back in your life.
I'm happy to hear your voice. I just want you to know that I've developed emotional intelligence. Thanks to my God Jehovah, I've been going to NA, AA, running, dancing, acting, turning my life around here at San Quentin University.
I'm so proud of you, Markel. I think you just need to keep it going, son.
Dad, I just want you to know that we all make bad choices in life. You did the best that you could. I had a lot of anger towards you in the past. I let that go. It's gone. I'm just happy to be able to talk to you.
Well, that's good, son. Now we just need to get you out of there so you can help others avoid making the same mistakes you did.
I'm truly grateful that God has allowed us to reconnect after 38 years. I love you, and I'm going to talk to you next week.
Okay, son. Hey, I love you too, man.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm free in the mind, free in the heart, and no one can take that away from me. I can't wait to share this with the world. Speak my truth. Be the son that my mother and father wished I could be. And be a living amends to my victims and survivors.
I have made mistakes. All along the way, Lord knows that I have changed. It's myself I forgave. Love has freed me from these chains. All that matters is our kindness and our love for each other. I choose love, not hate. All else fades away.
each other. I've broken laws, there's wounds I've caused. I'm sorry for what you lost. I found out what this life is for. I found out what this life is for. All that matters is our kindness and our love for each other. All that matters is our kindness and our love for each other. All that matters is our kindness and our love for each other. All that matters is our kindness and our love for each other.
In my youth, I felt like a ghost in my own life. It seemed that people only saw me as a figment of their imagination. I was there, but not there. Never celebrated, at best tolerated. Very seldom understood, and more often than not, unheard. I learned very early on the value of being invisible. Being unseen was my best defense against the dysfunction that dominated family life in my early years. It was my way of softening a reality that seemed to be working very hard to mold me.
As a child, the youngest of 7, I suffered abuse. Physically, verbally, emotional, both inside and outside of my home. At the age of 6, I was molested twice, which left me in a deeper state of confusion, even more unsure of where I stood in the context of my family, or even my own life. I felt hurt, shame, a constant state of disconnection, isolated from any semblance of what should have been a normal childhood. There was no one coming to my defense, no one coming to rescue me. I was left alone, far out on a limb, which was much too weak to bear the weight of my pain.
Uncertainty, shame, guilt, loneliness, feelings of inferiority, confusion, depression. These were my constant companions as I faced adolescence into my early adulthood. I dove into the pool of addiction. Without the wherewithal to see there was no water pool for buffeting, I landed hard.
I came to prison at the age of 24. I am now 57. 33 years of incarceration, I have lost 53 family members and too many friends to count. I stayed in my drug-addled haze until 2002. In 2003, when my father died, I knew I had to make a change. With much effort, I got clean, and I renewed my relationship with God.
As my mind cleared, I began to realize that all the stories others had told me about myself were untrue. In this, I had to find a place within myself to forgive others for the pain they had caused me. I began to forgive myself for the pain I had inflicted upon others. I began to seek forgiveness from those I had harmed. I discovered the meaning of making amends.
In the middle of the day, in the middle of my life, and unsatisfied with uncertainty, shame, guilt, loneliness, I unshackled myself from feelings of inferiority, confusion, and depression. It was then I understood what it meant to be free.
I am no longer a ghost in my own life.
don't hear a thing. The silence is broken. The telephone rings. Looking for something never found. Round and round and round and round. In the middle of the day, my mind's so far away. My mind's so far away. Dreams come falling from a clouded sky. Yesterdays come calling, and I wonder why. for something never found. Round and round and round and round. In the middle of the day, my mind so far away. My mind so far away in the middle of the day. So reflect there, introspect there, oh, just wanna let it go out. Driven deep, the vision's real, I just never learn, I just never learn. Looking for something never found. Round and round and round. In the middle of the day, my mind so far away. My mind so far away in the middle of the day. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la
Probably come lately, huh?
that new superhero premiere last night? Oh, you talking about Ray Jeter?
Ah, that's it. Yeah, that's it, baby. Hey, you stay up, man.
All right, brother.
Keep God first.
Yeah, God bless you too, man.
Yeah. 20. What's up, my man? What you got going on up in this infirmary this month?
I'm here for a cancer exam.
Hope everything turns all right, big brother.
Yeah, me too.
Escort!
Jones. Jones, last 253.
Yeah, right here.
All right, okay. When the escort clears, come down to the third door on the right, okay? Off that way.
Yes, ma'am.
Just go here.
Clear!
Richards.
Yeah. 8-5, about time.
Yeah, can you just come on through, please? Thanks.
Screws. Ain't gonna do nothing for me. Look, I've been here all these years. Ain't gonna do nothing for me. Bunch of rejects.
I heard that, you old geezer.
Damn! I've been waiting here since 8 o'clock to see the doctors. It's 10:30. What the? Shoot! That's crazy, man.
Cancer runs in my family. I remember my pops and my brother passed away from this thing.
When you say your brother, you talking about twins that I was at CMC with?
No, that was my other brother. Twin, he don't have cancer, but he is dealing with other health issues.
Right, man. Cancer's no joke. Hey.
Brown, 82.
Yes, ma'am. Walking. Twin. Let me know how everything turns out, all right, big brother?
All right.
Gotcha. Maverick! What's that? How'd you get back up in here without the police seeing you, man? Hey, Marie and Shakespeare's that way. Check this out. Do you remember Markel, the human gazelle? And check it out. He just got found suitable, man. So he'll be out there to check you out in a minute. Let's go on up out of here. Hey, you. Run up out of here with us, man.
Heavenly Father, I'm here for this colon cancer exam. But I'm a bit scared of finding out the results. You know that cancer runs in my family. But doubt is filling my heart right now. Please, God, please, Heavenly Father, can you help me with my unbelief?
doing, man?
I'm good. How are you today?
Just a little,
Hey! What's up with my boy? Sumadi! What's happening, man? What's going on, man? What you up in this library for, man?
Oh, man, you got a little group, man.
Oh, you got a group?
That's
What's going
right,
on, man? You sneaking out, man. Did you hear from Twin?
Nah, why, what's going down?
Man, you did the wrong thing, man. What was this? He told me he was up in there for a cancer exam. Yes, man, early this morning. Twin! Twin! What's up, man? How'd everything go, man? What are you doing today, man? This afternoon, rather.
They said I got cancer.
Twin, if there's anything I can do for you, brother, you let me know, all right? But right now, brother, me and somebody want to pray for you. Is that all right? Yeah. Peace. Mother right.
Brother D. Brother D.
There he is.
How y'all doing?
Praise God. Yeah, you sound.
Quentin Blue.
Do what you do. I asked my young brother Maserati to play a few tunes for me. I'm gonna get back with Quentin Blue in 1 second. Praise God. This here was a reenactment of a situation that took place with a brother at Soledad State University. He goes by the name of Cedric Brown. We called him Twin. Twin was told that he had cancer. And this was a reenactment of that. It's a touching situation for me. Because it hit near to my heart. So, during that incident, I started writing a song. I got with Twin and asked him if I could continue on. He said yes. He would like to hear recited
the shows that we gave at Solidarity. So he got a chance to see me perform. Since that time, he got found suitable after 30 years in prison. And he also, after a few months of checking in with him, was told that the cancer was benign. Praise be to God.
Yes.
So, Maserati, we thank you, brother, for helping us out. Praise God.
Yeah.
Quentin Blue, do what you do. The song is called Everybody Needs Love. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love, 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 love. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love, 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 love. I ran across an older partner of me. We wrapped the tape at the infirmary. He told me something that hit me hard, touched me so deep, straight threw me off guard. As a warrior of Christ, I strive to stay on post, a vigilant as an eagle soaring from coast to coast. He says I'm here for a cancer attack. My little brother and pop passed away from this, and I lent an ear, gave emotional hug. Lord, deep in my heart, this brother here needs some love, 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 love. Sing. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love, 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 love. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love, 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 love. Later on that day we had a live monthly meeting. Everybody walking around and conversating. I see Big Boy as he come through the door. I asked him how did everything with the doctor go. He tilted his head and delivered the news. They say I got cancer. Yahweh, what's my next move? Action somebody to join you in prayer for this older brother who may be feeling this way. We jumped into action and began to pray that this curse on our brother before I cast away. Hey, love, 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 love. Sing it, y'all. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love, 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 love. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love, 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 love. Quentin Blue, give us a round of applause. In closing, let me share some similarities. For one, we share the last name of Brown, you see. Two, I got twins, he's a twin himself. I did time with his brother who had problems with his health. Three, mama, I passed from this fatal disease. So much pain inside could bring a man to his knees. Big brother Pete continued to stand strong. Hidden with Jesus Christ, I pray that life you live. Hey! Let's do it. Everybody needs love. Everybody